2, 3, 4.
Hi guys, I just got out of the shower. I got into my warm showers accommodation today. I know it looks a bit messy at the back, but this is where I'm staying tonight. On the floor again. How cool is that? On these little futon table, not table, couch things, little cushioning things. I'm staying at a house with three Indian guys who are PhD students here at the university. In Omsayan or something rather, and it's really cool. They're so interesting. Two of them do engineering, one is astrophysicist. I'm charging all of my devices. Interesting thing that I've learned is that in Japan you can't just throw stuff out. If you want to throw out electronics, if you want to throw out household goods like even beds or whatever, you have to pay. And Japan is very, very focused on getting everyone to recycle. So like your bottles, your paper stuff, your cardboard and that will get recycled. I'll just close up just so it doesn't annoy you as much. Yeah, and when people like exchange students, because these guys are exchange students studying at the Japanese university, and in Japan you can get like a PhD in 3 years as long as you obviously like get published, recognized and research and either develop or establish something new, which is also really cool, I think. So I have like so many things. I've been chatting to these guys because they like actually speak English but they live in Japan, so it's super interesting. So yeah, as an exchange student, as a student here, like because people don't want to chuck their stuff out, and you know that you have to like dispose of it, like especially if it's furniture and they're from overseas, so they just give their stuff away or sell it for like 100 yen, which is like $1 in Australia, like $1.20 in Australia. Basically just like whatever, table, shelves, everything, like all the bikes like students get a giveaway for free, like because no one wants to like pay for shipment of this stuff overseas, and no one wants to pay for basically getting rid of it. So it just works out best for everyone, and I think it's actually pretty clever of Japanese government to force everyone to recycle. That's pretty cool. And it's been really warm today. I'm absolutely happy with the day. The bike between the islands was a bit different at times. It was epic. It was freaking epic. You guys should do it if you're ever here. It's basically, there are markers everywhere. It tells you how many Ks you've done. I think I've done it when I did it. Sorry, it's like it was like over 70 Ks from like start to finish. Well, obviously like from that one island that I was on, in between all the other one, bam bam boom boom boom, and to that other, the main island of Japan where I'm at the moment. And the total day was like about 160 or something Ks, around there. I spent the whole day basically on the bike. The thing was a bit hilly, but it was good. I definitely enjoyed the whole entire experience, and it was just like so much fun. I forgot to turn off the light, so I'm actually going to take it with me to give you a little tour. But the walls are like paper walls, and it's like literally like you can see through doors and stuff, but it's very like Japanese style. Oh, it can be reporters undercover. This is the kitchen. This is the bathroom. Use that thing to like So basically what I was showing you there is that the main bathroom like the bath is actually really low, so you have to like get into it, like obviously not sit or whatever, but like you get into it. By the way, this accommodation looks very different to where I stayed last night, but I think it's still really cool because you get to experience all the different, you know, this is how students live. And but it's still like quite traditional and stuff. The doors, like all the like doorways are super like low, and you have to like watch your head when you walk into places and like that, like yeah, so you just like get into it and use like a little scoop thing. What's the word for it? I don't remember right now, I'm sorry, but a little cup thing, a little big cup thing, you just like pour it on you, the water and stuff, and get like soaking. That, how cool is that? It really reminds me of like back in the day when I used to live in Russia, and we like didn't have cold. In Russia we had temporary times, periods of time where they turn off your hot or your cold water like for a few weeks. So what you do is you collect all the water in like a really big bucket, and you just either let it sit there or you boil water on the stove and then use that when you have a shower. Like you boil it and then you take a little bit in your big cup thing, or like sometimes we used like huge bowls, like salad bowl type cup, like containers or whatever, and like you'd fill up half of it with hot water and then half of it with cold, and then you just like use it. So that really reminded me of Russia, only in Russia like we have, you know, the standard baths, not quite like that, but that is so interesting. That is so cool. I don't know, it's also exciting to me. Anyway, you can, I'm like bouncing between subjects, I'm so excited about this stuff. Yeah, you can like get the PhD here in 3 years. How cool is that? And as a PhD student, you don't have to pay any fees. You just you either get a scholarship, which means they pay you to come here and live here, you get living scholarship, or you just like get a job to cover your expenses. Now I think we're just gonna chat a little bit more with these guys just about like how much the expenses are and all that, just like, you know, to chat and like learn more about Japan. But it's so cool because like last night I stayed in this stunning house. The lovely couple, they're amazing, they're so beautiful, but they did not speak as much English, so we could talk about the basics and like a few interesting things, facts about ourselves. And I definitely also have the cutest thing that happened last night and like this morning and stuff, the duration of my stay with that couple is they keep calling me Olya-san. It's so cute. Every time they like ask me a question or like talk to me about something, I thought that was totally adorable, like every single time. Okay. And it's also really warm. It's like 30 over here, and that's also nice. Like I do like it when it's warm. It rained for a little bit, but I'll tell you what, I had this absolutely totally 100% epicness of a high-vis. Like see, it's so crazy bright. Even like, oh, this thing is so bright, I can see it for like miles, I feel, and it's like reflective as well. Like this stuff is like reflective, so this thing is excellent. And it's like it was 20 bucks on Wiggle, and the brand is Ultra Night Vision. Oh, there you go, you can see it now. It's absolutely stunning, and it has like 3 little hooks for your light. You can see my red light is sitting here, so that's really cool and super useful. Absolutely. And another thing I want to tell you, there's like so many things I want to tell you. In the vlogs you'll see that I'm not really into the sour plum rice bowls, because that, like, honestly, it tastes very like salty to me, and I was expecting it to be sweet because it was a plum, but apparently not so much, so I'm not really so much into that. But I love the seaweed one with like just marinated seaweed inside, so that was really cool. And I found a supermarket, so I bought some fruit, and I felt like it was slightly pricey, but that's okay. Like I just am craving fruit, so I'm gonna get that. Oh man, I just went super quiet. Did you hear what I said? I said I found a supermarket where I found some fruit and it was slightly expensive, but it was okay, really, like not too bad. I bought like 3 cucumbers for $1 just because I'm craving like more fresh food, because majority of things that I eat like throughout the day are the rice bowls, right? And like I'm kind of getting very, there's a lot of salt, and like I know it might sound like not much salt at all, but I very rarely eat extra salt, like, and like as a vegan I don't eat really seafood at all, so I've been having like, you can say sushi for like every meal for the last like 3 or 4 meals, and my body is just like, what is going on, dude? So yeah, I think some fruit will be brilliant. Although the lovely couple fed me like a variety of different things this morning and last night, so that was really cool and very interesting. Anyway, it's like 10 o'clock again, and I want to upload some videos for you guys, so I need to like stop recording. And my hosts like chat with me and stuff, and I'm ready, and I also haven't eaten, so I'm like gonna eat some, I think I'm gonna eat some vegan curry, like Indian curry, lentil curry and rice. How cool is that? Oh, freaking lucky. Oh, so lucky, having such a brilliant time. I think you can hear. Oh, like another thing, there's 2 more things. Okay, 2 more things and I'll turn off the camera. I promise. I'm like so excited about this live right now. Okay, I was riding into the night tonight, right? Like I got in here just before 9, so it was dark. It goes dark after about 7 p.m. It's like sundown, and the number plate, they have some cars here with number plates shining, like illuminated, not like a light on top so you can see the number plate. The actual numbers on the number plate are like shining, if you know, like it's 1 2 3 4, like you will see 1 completely like written like out of light. How do you say, do you know what I mean? I wanted to pull out the camera and like take a photo, but it was writing. But that was really like cool, I thought, because you know it's dark and you can't really see anyone's number plate unless you're in somewhere light. But anyway, it like shines at you in the middle of night, and it was a cool turquoise color as well, so of course I'm gonna notice it. And another thing, okay, so a bit of a concern I had is that I was under the assumption, and it's a correct assumption, that Japanese and American plugs are the same. And most of the plugs, I will show you. I don't know if you remember this. Some of you may not have watched my America vlogs from touring. If you haven't, like, go and watch them. They're like freaking epic. I'm like remaking the thumbnails for some of them at the moment as well, like I was on the plane and that, and oh, like I'm just loving rewatching all that stuff, and I'm just like remembering all the stuff that happened. That trip was so much fun. But anyway, so I'm reusing my plugs for that, and there's only like 2 little straight things here, but the actual converter that I have, it had 2 plugs and like a little rod, so it had like 3 of the little things. It's just being used right now. So what you can do, I'll actually take you there. Hey, I'll take it because you're mobile. Yeah, so basically if you can see, like, yeah, see this thing? This plug, this is like an American plug right there, this one, but it has like a 3 connection thing. Do you see? Do you see? So this little metal rod is just sticking out now, because it can, it will charge that way, and it'll just stick. You can't really use it for like the wall when it's, you know, it's just flat with 2 holes in the wall, 2 like flat bars. But if you get one of these little extenders, then you can just use it without worries, and that little rod just ends up being sticking out but not being used. So I was concerned about how I was going to charge my laptop or the batteries for the drone, because I have like a little charging unit that charges 3 batteries at the time to like save time. Although I have only so far used like 1 battery at a time, and like in the whole day, just because it does take just a little bit of time to set up and do this, do that, and especially if you want to do quite a few Ks in a day, it does kind of take a bit longer to do all that. But I'm recording like some cool stuff as well on the drone, And like, it's gonna be freaking epic. But see, that's why like I'm not doing the editing the vlogs straight away. Like, please don't be angry at me. I feel like these like chatty videos are gonna be like exciting as it is, because I'm like so excited about all this stuff. But basically, yeah, just because I have been recording, and I record on like at the moment, 3 different cameras, like the vlogs and all the things about the trip and different angles, different side views. I have the GoPro, I had the mount on the side here, then I realized, oh, the angle is cool, but not, you can't like see as much to the top, even though I tried to like ride with my back straight so you could see everything, but like it's still, you know, when you have to like hunch down, like you're descending or whatever, like it's not as cool. I mean, there is coolness to that angle too, like definitely, but I also really want to show you like the actual surroundings and the road and things. So I have got a different mount for handlebars now, so don't you worry. And I reckon you're just gonna absolutely love the footage. And of course I got the drone footage and the phone footage and all that stuff. So those vlogs will come, but like seriously, it's 10 p.m. I haven't even eaten. I need to chat to these guys. I need to like call a few people back home, and I'm gonna upload some of these chatter videos on YouTube as well. Like, so there's a lot of stuff going on, and I just right now can't like fit in properly editing vlogs, just because I want them to be proper and really, really epic. And also I need to sort out my accommodation for tomorrow, and I haven't done that yet. So I've been talking to some people from Warm Showers, but they haven't, like the ones that have replied just said they're unable to host me, just like because they're either away or there's someone else staying there. So I can't do that, so I need to like find an accommodation tonight, because that's where I'm planning to go to tomorrow. Did I say it's Osaka? Yeah, I'm planning to get to Osaka tomorrow, and then we'll be, I don't know, and then I'm considering doing either not a long day riding, but some time in Kyoto, just because like I really want to like hang out in Kyoto, because I've never been, and there's like so many cool things that you can see there. I reckon it'll be totally worth it. But that might mean that we need to sacrifice some miles or ride late into the night. But I'm just like in between about it all, and I'm considering all the different options. Anyway, I should really say goodnight here to you guys, because, well, I'm not going to bed just yet, but loads of stuff to do, loads of stuff to accomplish today. Oh, life is brilliant, life is great, and I hope you are having as much fun in your life as I'm having in mine. And if you're not, then please find an adventure or something that really fires your soul, and just go and do it and have a good time, and just throw yourself into it, and the unknown. Trust that whatever you believe in, universe, God, or high divinity, divine entity, will pick you up and help you through the experience, help you either learn what you need to learn to have that experience, have a successful experience, or just you will just have a good time, like seriously, or you'll learn through it and it'll be a new experience. And routine, like don't get me wrong, I do like routine life as well, but these adventures, they like fire me up and light me up and lift me up. And I'm like also listening to an audiobook. I'm sorry, I just keep talking, like I'm so excited about life right now. And I'm also listening an audiobook on like a team of people that were crossing the Himalayas, and like all that stuff that comes with it, and all the like legends and like old stories that they heard from all the locals. Just very, very interesting. I don't know. Okay, just a quick one. Did you know that there is like a legend out there, and like with few different ethnic groups, different cultures in Asia, they believe that Jesus, you know, when he was died on a cross, right, that he didn't actually die. He was taken off it by his apostles, and cured and healed, and then he went into Asia, into India and into Asian countries, and basically lived his life there, but escaped basically where he was not wanted. And there's also a story about his mother Mary, right? She also like basically ran away from where they were living, like from Israel, I think. And yeah, again, living in Asia, even though they like believe in Buddhism and Confucianism and Hinduism, right? Like as we're going into India, but they still, you know, get the kind of the want to have connection to Jesus and connection to Mary, Mother Mary and stuff like that, and have them kind of in a friendly, polite way, like be part of their culture and their stories too, which is also nice. Okay. Oh my god, we talked about a lot of stuff. Did you process all that information I told you just before? I know there's like a shit ton of stuff. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go now and have some food and do my washing and many other things. So remember to stop counting calories, start counting health, count your adventures, count your passions. Thank you so much for being with me, for following my adventure, for saying hi to me. Now it's my goal, like you, to go get Indian food. And I will definitely see you tomorrow. And sorry about no ideal lighting, but I think you understand, right? That we're not at home in perfect conditions. We're just chilling and doing the best we can. Alright, love you all. Thanks for watching and have a beautiful, amazing day. Bye.